Well, we're going to try to make this the end of haying. It's clearing up that way. It's almost 11 o'clock. Thursday, the, 28th? Is that right? Yeah. So, I know one of the places I'm going, I have Timothy and Brome. That's in the old dairy cow lot behind the barn that's not even there anymore. And the stuff comes up. It just bolts out of the ground in the spring. It's not a huge area, but it heads by the end of May at 4 or 5 feet tall, and then it whack goes down flat in the first wind. And I never can cut it that early. So it's like cutting this. I'm cutting first crop dry sticks laid down with second crop grass growing through it. It's like that every year. If I cut it if I can cut it by the 1st of July, it's the same way, but it's probably really bad now. So my belt, the cross shaft to drive the wobble box, is not particularly loose, but cutting that stuff before, if I have any slip whatsoever, it is bad. And cutting that sorghum as fast as I cut that, I could tell that I probably had a little bit of slip. I was losing power on the knives occasionally in that laid down stuff. So I'm going to give her a couple of cranks on the rod there. I got the bolts loose. There's still, it rained yesterday 2/10 of an inch. 10th in the morning, 10th in the afternoon. And I do have a little bit of a breeze. I'm hoping that sun will come out by the time I'm done putts in here. Run a grease gun over this thing again and head on my way. I also have to cut the millet, and I just realized, being as many sorghum bales as there, I probably don't have enough wrap to wrap the millet if there's any amount of bales in that. And I grabbed the last roll in town. Whether they restocked or not, I don't know, but I gotta find out about a roll of wrap from somewhere. I'm thinking about getting out of here, go cut the millet. I'm just taking a quick clip here. I'll be lifting this to get the plug out of it in 2 seconds. This is Brome grown through itself. See a disc vine in my future. I'm getting so tired of this. I have fought everything I've cut all year. Well, after 2 rounds down the road, I gave up for now. Maybe if it dries some. But I don't think that moisture is ever going to come out from under it. So here we are in the Japanese millet at Field B. The stuff I'm in right now is heavy. If you look across there, it's like evenly. This is another one of those fields that was set up. Somebody had kind of land leveled humps in it or something. Water drainage, I don't know. This has got a little slope here, so I don't know what the point was. But the lower areas, it tried to drown all summer long. And where it's sitting on a little bit of a hump, it's like that. But it's cutting good. The ground is a lot drier than it was when I cut the sorghum, but it's still damp under there. But we'll get this down. If I gotta kick them together with the rake like I did the sorghum, so be it. We might as well get the good feed before I break the hay vine trying to cut lodged garbage. Well, this stuff is no prize, but it's green and it's dry enough to cut. It doesn't have so much water under it. So we're gonna make dry hay. Well, I finished cutting the rest of the hay over here at the field of bee. When I got done with this millet, I cut some yesterday. This morning I came out here 11:30. I was still rolling dew up on the tires, but it wasn't anything spectacular. It cut all right. So now I got to go back where I cut the 2 rounds yesterday and fight that out. Overnight the disc bind did not appear in my driveway. So I figured before I folded up the hay bind and drove over there, I cleaned it out and checked that all my teeth are okay, because everything needs to be good there and everything's fine. So here's kind of a thick swath. I mean, she's dead green on the bottom, but the top is, you know, drying pretty heavy. I'm guessing that tomorrow when the dew comes off, I can just direct bale this without having to screw around with raking. Well, we've made this video on this field before. This right here is the reason there's going to be a disc bind. I cannot cut anything thick without this stuff. This is the worst I've ever seen. By the time I got a hold of it, I mean, I'm wrapped in there on that shaft so bad, it's going to take me 15 minutes to cut this out. I'm not that far out of this. I'm going to cut this triangle off of it, so I'm not making this inside radius, because that inside radius is what gets you. All right, well, that's enough of me complaining about this. I'll start cutting. It's probably smoking on the inside of that shaft. Well, that was every bit of 15 minutes, maybe longer. That was the worst one I have ever had. This laid over Timothy that grew back up again between the hard old stems and the soft stuff. Like you couldn't even cut it with a knife. But it's out of there now, and in case anybody's wondering, yes, that stupid little rubber guard that's supposed to protect that, that's just not protected enough. There's way too much stuff to grab hay. Oh, and I was gonna lower my, man, I'm trying to lay this out given what it is, but give the gate 2 notches. See if we can throw it over a little bit. I've done that before and it doesn't help if you get out on that hay at all. It's the field with 15 corners. And none of them are gone yet. But I'm through in 2 places behind the barn, so I go out to the point and out to the point, and won't take too much to get the bulk of what's behind me, and then a strip that's south of the buildings. The trefoil's so old, it went completely to seed. I thought the pods looked like some of them were open, and the rest of them are dry, so when I hit them with the hay bind, kaboom. So we're seeding. There'll be the stuff will spread that way. It'll frost seed itself if you let it. Oh, this field is getting to me. Got a strip here and a couple of one goofy triangle left on this side, and then I gotta go to the other side. There's a little square and a nice strip.